Hey, welcome back to EdTech. Today I'll be teaching you all about if-else statement in JavaScript. This is used a lot of times in solving JavaScript algorithms and data structures. So it is simple, but you still need to understand it in depth in order to be doing it correctly. So let's get started without wasting much time. Let's consider an example. Let's consider a variable. Let's say variable number. Okay, so sorry for the interruption. Let's consider a number, variable number. Let's say it's 25 minus 25. Okay, then let's humanize it. So what I'm trying to find is whether this number is positive or negative, right? We know that manually it is negative, but I just want to show how you can express that in JavaScript if-else statement. Okay, so you have a variable which is minus 25 and you want to declare whether it's positive or negative. So let's consider the if-else statement. So usually you write if and then the parenthesis and then you write the condition. So if number, you repeat the same variable here. So if the number is greater than 0, yeah, that's a condition, then the curly bracket follows. Okay, you can follow exactly. So if the number is greater than 0, the condition within the parenthesis followed by the curly brackets, then what do you write within the curly brackets? Give a space. Then you write, I want to print out or declare console.log. This is what I want to print out or declare. Console.log parenthesis. Open and close inverted. Number is, guess what? Positive. Right? If it's greater than 0, number is positive. Don't forget the semicolon. Else. So this is where the else comes and then followed by the curly brackets again. Can print out console log. Number is obviously negative. Yeah, so let's check it out. Number is negative. Why? Because here we are provided, the number which is provided here is minus 25 and it's less than 0, so it is negative. So this is how we were able to make the statement using if-else. Let's consider some other examples. Okay, let's say variable number num equals. Now here I want to declare make a statement whether it's odd or even number. So let's say the number is 27. Yeah, and then I make a condition again. If num percentage, you already know about this, divided by 2 the quotient. If, curly brackets. Yeah. So if the num percentage 0, I forgot to write equal to 0, then what's the condition? Console log, it is even number, right? You can write number is even number or just even number, up to you. Else, curly bracket again, I want to declare it is odd number. Okay, let's check it out. It's odd number. Why? Because the given number is 27, and if you divide it by 2, you get a remainder. The remainder is not 0. If the remainder is 0, there is no remainder, then it's an even number, but here you get a remainder. So it is an odd number. So the JavaScript code or syntax is able to figure that out and make a statement, return the correct statement. So this is how you humanized statements can be turned to JavaScript statements. So this is how first you humanize it, understand there's a number, I want to declare it whether odd or even, then I give a condition, and how the syntax will declare the correct statement using the given condition. So this is how you can turn your human statement into JavaScript. Ha ha ha, just kidding. Okay, but this is the right way to do for beginners. You'll never get confused if you understand in the human language first, and then you connect it with JavaScript syntax, give a kind of relationship between the two, and then come up on the result. Don't just look at it in the form of a code and by heart it. Then the syntax becomes a pain in the neck for you. But if you look at it this way, understand the logic in human language first, and then in the JavaScript language, and then find a connection to your understanding, you will never even forget the syntax. Yeah. So this is, we can even make, like, for example, another condition, like given two numbers var num1 equals, let's say age1, var age1 equals 25, var age2 equals 43. Yeah, and then the condition, if the condition age1, if age1 is greater than 30, console log what do you want to declare? That age1 is, make it greater than 50. If age1 is greater than 50, age2 is greater than 50, then I want to say age1 is old. Or let's do it this way. Okay, this is good enough. Else console log age1 is young. I don't need age2 here. I'll give you an example with age2 variables later. So if age1 If age 1 is greater than 50, age 1 is old, otherwise age 1 is young. But age 1 age is given to be 25 years. So let's see what is the result. Age 1 is young. Yeah? Why? Because not more than 50. If more than 50 the condition, then you have to declare that age 1 is old. But here it is young because it's given to be less. Okay. Another example is, let's say variable a is 7 years. Let's say var experience, let's call it as age of var a is 7, then var b equals 9. So if a greater, where's my greater? If a is greater than b, this is a condition, right? Then what I want to declare? Console log if a is greater than b, then console log a is older. Right? Semicolon. Else console log the reverse statement, which is a is younger. Right? You can say a, you can give it a name, Harry, Peter, whatever. Let's check it out. Did I make a mistake here? Oh, spelling mistake. Sorry about that. Okay. The result is A is younger than B. A is younger than B, obviously, because A is younger than B. Why? Because A is given to be 7. 7 is less than 9. So we get the result, correct result. Yay, that's great. So this is how we can figure out result with the if-else statement. So see you in the next JavaScript lesson, and if you want to watch more such tutorials and if you benefit watching from these tutorials, do remember to subscribe. If you're subscribed, stay safe. Do remember to share and like this video with those who will benefit by watching this tutorial. And if you've benefited, do remember to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button so that you get to watch more such tutorials, and also you support my channel in making more such tutorials until you become a hero in JavaScript. Bye. See you in the next lesson.